Hey there, I'm Tammy at All About Living, and today we are going to make fried zucchini. It's one of Randy's absolute favorite side dishes, and I got some fresh zucchini and they're just the right size, so we're going to do this. And let's get to it. See my zucchini? They're awesome. But if you have yellow squash, you can do the exact same thing with the exact same ingredients and do it with yellow squash. Okay, all you're going to need is some salt, some pepper, some milk, a couple of eggs, and about a cup or a cup and a half of all-purpose flour, and of course your zucchini or squash. Okay, we're going to start by cutting up our zucchini, and we're just going to make, and that's all a preference too, because it really doesn't matter whether you do thick or thin. I actually like them thicker, but Randy likes them thin, so I generally, he and the kids all like them thin, so that's the way I do it. So we're just going to get started and see what I mean by thin. Like a fourth, I guess it's like a fourth of an inch. And I try to make them all uniform so that they cook the same when I put them in the grease, which we are using lard. You can use vegetable oil if you like. There went one. Guess chickens get one. See, you can make a whole lot out of 3 little zucchini. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is, after cutting them, is I'm going to go ahead and do a liberal salt, because that'll actually help dry the zucchini out while it's sitting there waiting. And then we're going to go ahead and pepper them too. And you don't necessarily have to hit every single one, because I'm also going to salt and pepper this batter to make sure that they have enough salt and pepper on them. So there we go. Now we're going to make our batter. We're going to take 2 eggs and drop those. We're going to give those a little mix. And then we're going to add about 1/2 cup of milk. Give that a stir. And we're going to go ahead and add some salt and pepper to that. Just like that. Oh. More pepper. Right. Now we're going to give that a stir. And this time we're going to do a good job so we don't have any stringy eggs in there. Okay. Now we're going to go over to the stove. Okay. And I'm going to turn both these eyes on. There we go. And I'm going to shoot for a fairly high flame. Not all the way like crazy high, but pretty high. And I'm going to slide that pan. And I'm going to let that oil get really, really hot. Okay, let's get started. All we're going to do is drop about 10 at a time into our egg. Then we're going to drop it in the flour. And then we're going to set it in a sieve. Well, that's the way I do it. Just make sure I don't throw a bunch of excess flour into my oil. And I do everything by hand. You know, this would take absolutely forever if I tried to use some kind of tong or something to do this with, and I don't really see the need. Now I'm just going to shake this a little bit, make sure I don't have any excess flour, and we're just going to drop them. See, that grease is good and hot. Okay, we're just going to keep right on going. I just love battering. That, you know, we do love these. Randy absolutely adores them. My kids love them. But I used to hate to make them because it's just time consuming. It's not that it's hard. It's not that there's any major ingredients. It's just doing it. I got other stuff to do. Okay, I'm already starting to brown a little bit on top, so I know it's time to flip. There, look, see that pretty golden brown color? These are going to be so crunchy and so good. Tender on the inside, crunchy on the outside. Oops, those aren't ready. All right, now we're going to take them off and we're going to lay them on a cooling rack, because if you try to put them on a paper towel or even a napkin, they're going to get soggy. And they still taste good, but you really don't want them soggy. So we're just going to lay them up here and let them drip dry and stay crunchy. And then we need to fill this pan up again. All right, my last batch is in. I know I have some left over there, but I'm gonna put those in a mason jar and I'll cook those tomorrow. This is plenty for tonight. I wasn't kidding about the mason jar. He's gonna have these for supper tomorrow night. You see how much water is out? That's because we sprinkled that salt and let them sit there, and it'll draw some of that water out. There we go. In the fridge it goes.
All right, folks. This is one of my favorites too. I love fried squash. And this is the horseradish sauce we made yesterday. You guys will wait till you get to the end of the video. I'll have a link to how to make the best horsey sauce.
It is good.
In the nation. It is really good. I love fried squash and horseradish sauce. Okay.
Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Bye.